Alright, so the last video for the throat bass tutorials. So this one is a special throat bass that I'm not even that good with. I can barely do it. It just came to me one day after messing around with basses. But this is the alien bass, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really have a name for it. I just call it the alien bass because it seems like that's what AAA does. AAA from Canada. He's a great beatbox, by the way. Check him out. But anyway, so if you watched the video before this, it was a UK bass, right? So you know how to focus, your vibrations, and it almost sounds like you're dying and coughing, and you're like, ah, ah, ah. You gotta bring it low, like. Now, when you do that, when you learn to really control that bass, you're not tensing extremely hard. Like in the beginning, you're learning, you're like, you're really trying to force it, but after a while, you're just like, it's just easy. You're relaxed. Now, you have to focus again, and you have to push. You're probably gonna have to push pretty hard in the beginning. I sometimes have to push hard. I sometimes don't. I don't know, but it's very different, and it gives you this weird like double over bionic tone or whatever. It sounds like this, and it's almost like a product of over tensing. It goes. Yeah, I've never been able to successfully do that in a battle or in a video or in any sort of beatbox. I can just go. Sometimes I can't put it in beats like. AAA also says it's more interesting if you hold your nose closed and you go. I think it sounds a little bit better, but that might just be me hearing it inside of my head. But anyway, so for this one, and I'm pretty sure that this one will also hurt your throat probably a lot, but you have to almost tense more. So if you've gotten the UK bass down pretty well, you're like. Sometimes you might hear actually a little extra crackle in there, like. You can like if you go almost like too loose or whatever you're doing with your throat, you'll feel like the extra grit, and you're like, what is that? And if you focus up on that, you can like almost bring it up, almost by like depending on how you tense your throat. So kind of like tense the lower part and kind of try to bring it up, and then instead of going. Now I've actually practiced this quite a bit, so it's probably much easier for me than it will be when you start. But it's a really weird bass. It's not very powerful. It's more vocal almost than vibrations in your throat, but it's very interesting. I think AAA likes to use it when he does I Can Transform You, the same cover that Korean-FX does in some of his videos. But yeah, it's a weird bass. It's almost you over tense or you under tense. You just have to find the right level of vibration. I can even do it by like pushing out more. Like if I'm trying to go low, it's more like. If I go out, it's more like. And that one hurts more. Yeah, this one will probably hurt a lot because it's very strange and it's an extra vibration and your throat's just like doesn't know what to do. And you might have to take some toughening up in your throat. I don't have many tips on this one. You just have to find the extra grit and the vibration in your throat. You have to find the right frequency for your throat, and you'll find it. And sometimes the most irritating one is when it comes in when you don't want it to. I'd be like, and then it'll mess me up. But yeah, that's all I can tell you. Yep, and that's really all my throat basses, except for this really crappy one that I started with, just literally going, just breathing out. Quick tutorial on that one, breathe out very hard, and then go wob. Yeah, it's all air. It's very low, but it's all air. And I use that bass actually for the, just breathe out hard. That's all you have to do. That's just straight, it's just straight throat vibrations. But anyway, yeah, send me a message if you have any other questions. This one was a bit less thought of than the other tutorials I've done. I didn't really think of what I was going to say. I just kind of doing this in one shot. But, yeah, let me know what you think. And my tutorials are really long. So, see ya.